This is what didn't know about back in another video. Hey man, CanoLoco, shout out CanoLoco, shout out 903 Boxing. He rebutted to my Abdullah Mason video where I talked about how I don't think Abdullah Mason is ready. I'm not sold on him. And I just wanted to talk about his 2 points he made and kind of speak on it, and then speak on the grand scheme of things with Abdullah Mason. Let's get into it. If you like the content, please like, comment, subscribe. Say, man, so Kano said that he was impressed by Abdullah Mason basically for getting off the canvas twice, and how he reacted to getting wobbled by Vasquez because it showed he had heart. It showed he can get up from knockdowns. I agree with that. I think Abdullah got heart. Those were both flash knockdowns. My problem with getting knocked down like that is because you fighting dudes that you not worried about. Abdullah Mason hasn't fought one fighter that he's been worried about. And when he finally fought a guy with some power, it exposed how he gets hit with clean shots. Against Vasquez, it wasn't just the 2 flash knockdowns. He got wobbled a couple times by Vasquez outside of the knockdowns. He just was getting hit with clean shots. And I agree that a lot of those shots was going around the guard, but I didn't like Abdullah's head movement. And now I know it sounds like I'm an Abdullah hater, but I'm not. I cover a lot of basketball. The height Abdullah Mason is getting, it reminds me of Victor Wembanyama. When you set the bar so high for a guy, that means they have nowhere to go but down. I want to save Abdullah from that because, yes, he has all the tools. He has a great jab, and we seen it in that James fight. And he has great power, great speed, great punch placement, great punch variety. But my thing is, his defense isn't ready for the top guys. And that brings me to the second point that you had when you was talking about what does Keyshawn do against him? What does Tank do against him? They outpoint him. They outpoint him. Like if Keyshawn, who I think has a chance to knock out Abdullah Mason, if he can't knock out Abdullah, and if he don't get knocked out by Abdullah, he wins on points. Boxing is more than a fight. It's an actual boxing match. And I think Keyshawn outpoints Abdullah. I think Tank outpoints Abdullah. I think Shakur outpoints Abdullah. So what does Abdullah do when he can't knock somebody out? Does he win that Jaquez fight if he don't hurt Jaquez how he hurt Vasquez how he hurt Vasquez? Does he win that fight on points? I'm just saying. And the James fight, James just didn't have no power. He didn't get close enough. He stayed at distance too much. He stayed in Abdullah's punch range. And when he did get on the inside, James was landing shots on Abdullah. But James seemed kind of scared, and he didn't get close enough to Abdullah, so Abdullah just picked him apart. And James didn't have knockout power like Vasquez had. So yes, he looked good against James, but James wasn't a puncher. If you fighting Keyshawn, if Abdullah fights Keyshawn, that's knockout power versus knockout power, but Keyshawn is a better boxer. He would just outpoint Abdullah all night. Shakur definitely outpoints Abdullah all night. Now, of course, Abdullah could land against these guys and get them out of here, but he only right now can win one way. I loved how he boxed against James, but he do not outbox Shakur. He do not outbox Keyshawn. He do not outbox Tank. Let's stop it. Let's stop it. He could only outfight those guys, and he could only knock them out. He has literally a puncher's chance. Like how you said Vasquez had a puncher's chance against Abdullah. Abdullah only got a puncher's chance against the top guys. Another thing I wanted to say, in boxing, there's 3 types of fights, in my opinion. A fight that's on time, a fight that's too early, and a fight that's too late. I think it's start time to put Abdullah not against the top guys, but against some of the secondary guys. Here's some guys who I would love to see Abdullah fight. Go fight Baranchyk. We just seen what Keyshawn did to him. Go fight Baranchyk. Go fight who is that guy that Shakur fought? Artem. Go fight Artem. Frank Martin. Edwin De Los Santos. Tevin Farmer. When Tevin Farmer is done with the Zepeda, fight Tevin Farmer. Because Abdullah Mason is ranked, I think, what belt is that? I think he's the highest ranking he got. I think is that the WBA or is that the WBC? It is the WBC where Shakur holds the belt, and is Tevin Farmer, Ricardo Nunes, Sam Noakes. Fight Sam Noakes. Fight Joe Cordina. Fight Artem. Denis Baranchyk. It's a lot of guys you can fight that will be stepping stones. I'm not saying he'll never be ready for the top guys, but fighting the guys he's fighting right now, no, bro. They're not good enough. They're not good enough to test Abdullah like he should be testing. Now, of course, he got knocked down twice by Vasquez, and he did show grit. He showed heart. But he has to start stepping up the competition if we're going to talk about him, how we're going to talk about him. I want him to be great. You can't be great fighting the guys he's fighting. The guy he's finna fight, Ornelas, say, man, he coming up from 126. His best fight was against Espinoza, where he got knocked the fuck out. Let's just keep it a buck. He was supposed to fight a guy. I already forgetting his name. But he was supposed to be fighting a guy that had fought Pitbull Cruz, and it would have been a better step of fight than the Ornelas fight. He just got to start fighting better guys. The knockouts is cool. The talent is cool. The potential is cool. But you got to start fighting some of these big name guys. Like I said, Tevin Farmer, Ricardo Nunes, Sam Noakes, that British UK boxer who called out Shakur. Shakur said he liked his style. Fight him. 16-0 versus 17-0. Frank Martin, Joe Cordina, Artem, who Shakur had fought. Denis Baranchyk, who Keyshawn had fought. There's guys to fight. They're not the top guys, but that'll start getting him in the right direction to where he needs to go, and that'll really test him. That's when we can start talking about Abdullah how we want to talk about Abdullah. Go fight Gabriel Flores. I wouldn't even be mad at a Floyd Schofield fight or Andy Cruz fight, even though I'm pretty sure they'll be scared to take it. A De Los Santos fight. It's so many fights that can be made that will still be good fights. And it's like, say, man, he's not ready. All I'm saying is he's not ready for the top guys, bro. He's not. And it's not because he's not as talented. It's not because he doesn't have the highest potential in the division. He does. He has the highest potential. But right now, he loses to everybody except probably Loma. He still probably could beat Loma, I ain't gonna lie. He'll beat up Zepeda. But Shakur, Keyshawn, and Tank, no, bro. They go outpoint him. Tank might hurt him. Keyshawn might hurt him. Shakur probably will win every round if he don't get knocked down or knocked out. That's the stuff we got to talk about. So I'm not even trying to just shit on Abdullah and Cano. I feel you. I do think he got the goods. I'm not trying to sound like no hater, but just like when David Morrell fought David Benavidez, everybody was like, man, Morrell, say, man, nobody want to fight Morrell. Morrell a monster. He a boogeyman. That's because he was beating and knocking out a lot of guys who weren't proven. And when you put him in there with Benavidez, yes, even Morrell showed his potential and his talent in the Benavidez fight. But you got to understand, you got to get hours in the ring against quality competition to bring out their potential. Abdullah hasn't got that yet. He hasn't got that yet. And I'm not giving him too much praise off that Vasquez fight or that James fight. I'm sorry. That's just me. And this is just me trying to be fair to Abdullah Mason to where he's actually at as a boxer right now. Potential, I get it. But right now, he's ranked number 7 in the WBC. And I think that's fair because you got to start knocking off these guys in his top 10. where you ranked it. Like, all that other shit is cool. You got 17 fights now. Start knocking these dudes out that's in that top 10. That's all I'm saying. I would love a Baranchek fight. I love an Artem fight. I love a Tevin Farmer fight. I would love a Nunes fight. I would love a Sam Noakes fight. Let's start getting some of these fights before we start thinking he can beat these champs. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. But y'all let me know in the comment section how y'all feel about this. Is Abdullah Mason? What fights do y'all want to see Abdullah Mason as non-champions? Just some good fights, because the guys he's fighting, bro, I'm done being impressed with the guys he's fighting. That's really what it comes down to. And I still have high hopes for him, and he should reach his potential. But I'm just saying, man, I want to see better and bigger fights from him, man. Orrinales, no. But shout out CanoLoco, shout out 93 Boxing, shout out to everybody watching, man. This your boy Cano'S, about. Please make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.
Found some shit I love to do, so I can live comfortable. Searching for a peace of mind, need that when it's time to rhyme. Perfect in every line, any chance I get, and I know it takes time, but I will never quit.